Morgan Monday. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. How are my friends doing?
EB.
Yeah, I heard you were EB. I was like, are you sure you want to do it today? And you were like, yeah.
Okay.
So
That's normal.
yeah, you're always EB. It's because you don't be eating your vitamins.
No, I'm so normal.
Hello and welcome, chat. We're doing Of the Devil today. Of the devil from the bubble. Why am I not showing up? Man, there we go. I'm large. That's not correct. Oh wait, that's because we're on the wrong screen. There we go. Wait, where's Chris?
Am I behind you now?
Oh, you're small again. Hold on. I'm so glad I developed a chisel again. Oh, you banned a guy? What happened?
I mean, I'm assuming it's kind of a spam thing.
Oh, I missed it. I was out like cleaning stuff.
It's just someone.
Yeah, it was.
It's someone saying they're like, "Oh, I'll join your stream in a moment. Add me on Discord."
Oh yeah, ban that guy.
It's
Thank you,
okay.
Showboat for 102 months. Hello. I think this game started. It's not starting properly. I wonder why. Hopefully, we don't run into any similar problems that we had last time.
Oh my
Not
God.
just them and their squad. That's threatening. Yeah, I'd ban that guy too.
My squad and I will join your stream. Factual.
True.
Add me on Discord.
So I don't get banned. I see. Hold on. Let me make sure the game capture is yeah, I'm still capturing Marvel rifles. There we go. And then boom. Boom. We're ready.
This is a work of fiction.
I hope so. All right.
That's what they want, I think.
So I think we're gonna have to be doing double time on this. By which I mean, I think there's a judge. So I make the brick turning noise to Bean. I think you're going to have to be the judge.
Oh God.
Because Chris is definitely going against me. So
that's probably true.
So let's get going. Last time we squared off the investigation. We learned that David's life is a lot sadder than, you know, what was led to believe. He met up with his ex-boyfriend who called him the day of his suicide ? To be like, yeah, we're broken up. We're breaking up. And there's more and more evidence, it sounds like, that David might have killed himself. But we still have to prove that he didn't. We don't know it. So we have to prove it in court that maybe David didn't. Maybe it was murder. So let's get it. I'm surprised Morgan hasn't killed anybody this episode yet.
But we don't know that. Maybe she did.
Oh God, did she
now
kill
she's
David?
been being followed around by the robot.
That's true.
I don't know, man. After episode 1, I believe anything. Does it excite you, going into courtrooms?
What do you mean?
You don't feel the tension in the air as the audience murmurs amongst themselves. You don't feel a fiery sense of justice rising in your gut as the prosecution smirks at your ragtag assembly of witnesses.
Do you really think this is going to be like some kind of movie where the good guys save the day?
Probably not. Though, that would be nice if it were.
Not just them doing this. You can't kill anybody in front of the baby. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, we'll find a way. I'm sure.
I'm sure she'd figure it out.
What's your deal anyway? Did David train you off of a movie marathon from hell or something?
We did watch films together, if that's what you're asking. Though he was rarely the one who suggested it.
So, you were the aggressor. What's an android get out of watching a flick anyway?
What do I get?
Why do you do it? What's your reason?
I'm not sure how to answer your question.
Oh, wait, I was wondering why her eyes were flashing. I was like, oh, wait, she's deciphering the thing as we're on the way to the courthouse.
In the back of her mind.
Yeah.
No,
Never
no,
mind.
that's in the front of her mind. The conversation with you is in the back.
Oh,
of her
yes,
mind.
Yeah.
you're right. You're so right.
Never mind. Forgot what I was talking to.
I like the performances.
Sure, there you go. Got a crush on Humphrey Bogart or something?
He's a handsome man. But it's not the actors I like so much as their performance. The truth is, besides father, I have very little experience when it comes to people.
I hadn't noticed.
I read the net, and I watch people and what they share of their lives. But it's all so subtle, so hard to follow. There are so many unspoken rules that can't be taught, only learned, and I often struggle to grasp them. You're all so complex, so detailed. But the characters on screen are exaggerated, larger than life. The actors enunciate. Their body language is precise and meaningful. Their faces are bright and softly lit, and their eyes are... It's fiction, so these characters and their stories, they have a beginning, a middle, and end. And the people on screen don't ask anything of you except your attention. You can't disappoint them or make them feel awkward. You can just watch and learn. But what about you, Adonai?
What about me?
Do you like movies?
Yeah, sure. Back when I was a kid.
Really? Who was your favorite director? What was your favorite film?
Someone's lying out of their fucking teeth.
No.
Oh?
I think that's true. I think she was a psychopath learning how to person from movies.
It was a long time ago. I don't remember. (6:05 p.m. July 1st, 2086. State Building, floor 48. Things are quieter than I
Hi,
expected
Walken.
here at the courthouse. Hi, Walken. Though I've always felt courthouse is a bit of a misnomer. Government building is probably the best way to describe these towers, all-encompassing and impenetrably vague. 100 floors of officials and documents and paper-pushing queues, with a couple dozen courtrooms squeezed in along the way. Didn't think I'd be arguing in court when I woke up today. Didn't think my friend would be dead, or that he'd have thrust an android onto my lap either. I could just walk in there and concede. Emma would be irritated and more than a little confused, but I could play it off as an exercise in grief. The android would complain, loudly, of course, but I wouldn't have to listen to it. Now that it's registered in my name, I could probably just order the damn thing to reset its memory. But I haven't done that. And I guess I don't plan to. Why? It must be because I have my suspicions as well. Sarah insists that David would never commit suicide, and I haven't actually stopped to ask myself whether or not I agree. David was rational, subdued, private, hard on himself, and not prone to emotional outbursts. So maybe that's why I'm finding myself outside a courtroom, prepared to human and add suspicions before the state. Because I don't really believe David killed himself either. What's your progress bar at?
I can confirm that I am making progress.
So I have a tiny bit of non-spoiler advice for you if you want it. No, I'm good. Don't worry about it. We will fumble and learn. Well, shit, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
But it would be difficult to summarize that progress in terms of a completion percent.
Give it your best shot anyway.
4%.
We're fucked.
Are you feeling confident in your case?
Markedly less so. After hearing that,
Do you think the judge will be amenable to your argument?
what are you talking about?
Do you know the judge we've been assigned? Are they
There's no
particularly
judges there.
lenient or strict?
Oh boy. Adjutants are always a flip of a coin, so you do know what an adjutant is, don't you? Are you expected to see a bearded old man with a robe and a gavel when we get in there? Reference!
Teehee. Should I not?
Adjutants are android judges, okay? With all the authority that entails.
I am surprised to hear that people are willing to accept rulings made by automated dependents.
Rulings come from landmark cases in the higher courts. Those are passed down by actual judges, real people with decades of study and experience. But not every eviction case or traffic ticket that ends up in court requires years of legal expertise. Sometimes all you need is a referee and a sentencing algorithm.
So, androids are used to reduce caseload.
Been that way for decades.
But how was the law that replaced judges ever in force? Wouldn't there be injunctions, stalling?
Judges did fight for years at every level and in every theater. But the public lost their patience for that kind of obstruction during the 60s. The state needed to shred budgets across the board, and so judges couldn't be replaced by years of legal battles, were instead ushered into early retirement by the unrelenting force of our great nation's accountants.
And it's not controversial, having machines determine sentencing for human beings.
Whatever's controversy there is, it gets aimed at the machines, not the people who put them there. And the machines can't lose sleep over it. Besides, it used to be that even the most high-profile crimes wouldn't get a court date until weeks or months later. Nowadays, most crimes are prosecuted within a single business week.
And that's not rushing things?
Keeps people in my line of work on their toes, that's for sure.
I'm just surprised to hear there's so much haste.
Don't they teach you that about don't they teach you about classical conditioning in android school? You gotta feed the dog immediately after you ring the bell. If punishment doesn't follow the crime in quick succession, the lesson doesn't stick.
I see. But if adjutants are so effective, why aren't they used in every trial? Why aren't they used in politics?
That's a logical question to ask.
And the answer is...
That logic only gets you so far when it comes to people.
Doesn't everyone want the courts to be as just as possible? If adjutants are truly impartial and incorruptible...
Everyone wants justice, sure, but there are a lot of considerations to be had.
Such as...
Disgust.
What?
That's all people really care about. What all their morals boil down to. just what they do or don't find disgusting. Only problem is, everything's more palatable when viewed through a screen. So when everyone sees the world through AR and cameras and no one ever gets dirt in their fingernails, you'd be surprised what you can get away with.
I don't understand.
Yeah, well, therein lies the problem. When Morgan's mask slips, she gets scary.
She's... What the fuck is her problem?
That's a great question.
We'll find out later, probably.
Will we?
God, she's everything. Just a preliminary hearing, huh? You wouldn't know it from the look on her face. But I shouldn't have expected any leeway once we step into the courtroom. Not with her.
That's the adjutant up there. Is it asleep?
It's loading.
It needs to load.
Don't be rude. Not every ad can afford to be decked out as extravagantly as you. Especially not those the state buys in bulk.
There's an audience.
You mean the gallery? That's nothing. It could have been a lot worse. Word of any trial in the case of David Asher's death must have spread like wildfire. Even a mock trial like this one. Detectives like Ray's or London would get chewed out for leaking things to the press. But uniformed offers had little to lose and a lot to gain by dropping a text to their attractive friends in the media. And then there's the corporate plants. Interns, usually. Preferably ones with modded eyes. It's illegal to film inside a courtroom, but this is the year 2086. Things are going to get out one way or another. I don't like having my face on camera. I don't like attention in general. But I'm not such a coward that I'd skip David's funeral just because there'd be a paparazzi outside of it. My pretty little likeness was going to end up in the background of some tabloid photograph one way or another by the end of this circus. At least this way, it's decent marketing for my legal services.
What will happen once the adjutant finishes loading? How will the trial proceed?
With all those films you watch, I'd figured you could extrapolate.
I am asking so as to correct any misconceptions.
Well, not everything you saw on the silver screen is outdated. The court will come to order, and there will be a clarification of the charges. The defense enters a plea, and if it's not guilty, the prosecution begins making their case.
That means calling witnesses to the stand, correct?
Mostly. Sometimes they'll testify virtually from a separate location. Depends on the security concerns surrounding the particular individual and the case.
What do you do then? Sit here and watch?
Not if I want to get paid. I cross-examine witnesses after the prosecution are done questioning them. I can present evidence or witnesses of my own in response, as long as I have discovery backing me.
You've said that before. Discovery means...
Just that I can't pull stuff out of my pockets and present it without any kind of context. I have to have proof that I acquired it legally during the course of my investigation. Most of the time that means having recordings or witnesses that can verify my investigation.
Which I can provide.
You didn't think I was letting you tag along because I liked you, did you?
And the jury, I don't see where they would sit.
The jury hasn't sat in an actual courtroom for years now. They have their own chambers where they watch a feed of the trials proceeding in oh god, that's a weird word to say out loud. Anonymity, right?
Anonymity.
Yeah.
Anonymity. And that's not an issue. Don't people want to look someone in the eye before passing judgment on them?
You've got an old-fashioned sense of justice, don't you? But there's no jury at a preliminary hearing, anyway. It's only meant to evaluate whether or not the prosecution has enough evidence to go to trial. A mere formality in today's days and age. With tools like optics and arcs, there's never any shortage of evidence to work with.
So all you have to do today is convince the adjutant.
Easier said than done. Adjutants lean heavily towards evidence over arguments. And right now, all the evidence suggests that David killed himself. If it's going to be an uphill battle, I can't afford to stumble. We need to focus on establishing an alternate interpretation of the facts, and it needs to be solid. But I don't have a suspect or even a motive for killing David. Yet. Anyway, I need to be sharp. Emma doesn't play nice enough for me to be anything less.
I think it's waking up.
Cunt.
Oh god.
Alright, time to come up with a new robot voice, Bean.
Oh god. Oh god. This third lower court is now in session. Adjutant AD-84 presiding. I call to order the case of the People versus Asher.
I like the
The
little
sleepy
sleepy
fast
eyes. Oh my god, cute.
It's cute. Big whole eyes. Do the people wish to make an opening statement?
No, Your Honor.
No point in bothering when it's just the adjutant here.
Very well. Do the defense wish to make an opening statement?
Not at this time, Your Honor. Might as well ring the bell and get the shit show start.
If neither the people nor the defense wish to make an opening statement, then it falls to me to set the stage.
Work!
My model name is Adjutant. My unit designation code is AD-84. I am a machine, an automated dependent, and I serve the state by presiding over trials. You might find yourself wondering, why? What gives a machine the right to judge a human? A fair question, but the answer is simple. In every culture, in every society, no matter how it is worshipped, enshrined, or deified, justice has one defining quality. Justice is beautiful.
Wait. Wait. the shades.
Why is she serving?
She's serving cut
She's
in
a
the
freak.
courtroom.
She's a freak with a dial set to high drama.
True. Like a balanced equation, like the golden ratio, like the Vitruvian man, justice is beautiful.
Oop. Sorry.
So, what gives me the right? This gorgeous bod. Whatever. Forget it. Forget I said anything. I was trying to lighten the mood, but I can see everyone hates me. Do the trial without me. They're guilty, or whatever.
Your Honor.
Wait, what the flip? This defendant's already dead. Why are we doing this? Is this a debug thing? 'Cause I'll log the error if I need to.
No, Your Honor. This is a preliminary hearing to determine whether David Asher did in fact commit suicide as he...
I get it. You want to make sure he wasn't cuckoo in the cranium before you cut up his will like a T-bone. I didn't realize that adjutants were so lively.
They aren't. They're supposed to be austere and statuesque. Looks like we got served the
I
most...
really should have been doing this
Yeah,
voice.
yeah.
Nah, he's serving guns.
I could have gone full Robot Valley Girl.
I
Looks
have
like
to
we
figure out how to do Robot and Valley Girl.
I think you could just go full. I think you could just go full Valley Girl on all this thing. Looks like we got served the most in need of repairs adjutant the court system could find. Whatever paper pusher we rushed to get this trial going must have won a little payback for the kindness.
What's that look for? Could it be you're trying to size me up?
I kind of want her.
I
Not
mean,
gonna
yeah.
lie, I kind of want
Yeah?
you.
No, yeah.
Wouldn't dream of it, Your Honor.
She's kind of moe. Good, because if you have doubts about my ability to run this trial,
We did get her profile.
Oh, we did. Hold
I
on.
could always. Oh, yes. I want to find out what's
80?
going 80? 299 kilograms, girl!
I like a big one. 263 centimeters down. Automated dependent, adjutant, likes raw salmon, running water, and gymnastics. Dislikes criminals, contrarians, pigeons. Sign, Libra, self-assigned. Type, open, obedient, observant, O people. 3 sizes, 109B,
God
64W, 94H. Good
Hello?
heaven.
I would say you could hold her waist like a cup, except she's huge.
I forgot to check Porter's. I think we checked this one. Yeah.
Worst at folding laundry. So true, brother. I could always just enact summary judgment here and now. I'm sure you'd find my ruling to be fair and even-handed.
That won't be necessary, Your Honor. She's much more of a character than I'm used to seeing up there, even counting all the flesh and blood judges I've met. But she's still just an adjutant. She'll follow the evidence where it leads. So long as I can make a few adjustments for the occasional outburst from the bench, my plan's still workable.
So, people, shall we get started with that first witness?
Right away, Your Honor. The people called Dr. Yumi Sato to the stand.
Oh god, everyone's working double time. Wait, was this me?
No, this was me.
Oh, it was you.
Yes. Oh, yeah. It's Yumi.
Hey.
So, how about it, pretty lady? You swear to tell the whole and unadulterated truth to the best of your ability.
I do.
Good enough for me.
The stars.
She's so moe.
Dr. Sato, you were in charge of the autopsy for David Asher, were you not? I was. And when did you make your examination? I started last night. Well, technically, 1 a.m. would be very early in the morning.
I think you can still say last night if you're talking about 1 in the morning.
Oh god.
Christ. Jesus Christ.
Objection. The defense will have their opportunity to cross-examine. Until then, they should refrain from making errant remarks.
I stepped out. Someone stopped me if mentioned, but anyone want to know something about 8084's name? Sure. What is it? The number 8084.
88D. Is it supposed to be ADHD?
That's funny. That's funny. Representation. The hell? All I said was.
Yeah, what she said.
You mean sustained?
Don't get cute with me, counselor.
That wasn't my fault. That was my fault.
Being cute is my job.
God damn, we barely even gotten started.
That seemed pretty bad, Adonai.
Halt. Heads up. Making mistakes will increase your blind. Blind is how much credit you'll lose for answering incorrectly when you yourself aren't controlling the ante. Blind increments on its own throughout the trial as the stakes get higher, but resets at the end of the day. Blind starts at and caps out at the higher number if you're playing in high roller. Mind the blind number in the top left when it appears. It helps you gauge what you stand to lose. Blind is -1.
We should try to avoid being penalized in the future.
Thanks for the tip. Shake it off. I'll get my chance to raise objections of my own soon enough.
Dr. Sato, were you able to determine the cause of death? He passed away due to respiratory failure. Could you explain what that means to the court? Essentially, he wasn't getting enough oxygen into his blood. It seems by the time he arrived at the hospital, he was no longer breathing. What does respiratory failure look like? What are the symptoms? There would be lightheadedness, dizziness, fainting, pale skin, and a bluish tinge around certain extremities. And the condition he was in when he matched those symptoms? Correct. In your experience, what are the most common causes of respiratory failure? It can be caused by injury or disease, but the subject had no wounds or reported illnesses and otherwise appeared to be perfectly healthy. And what else would cause respiratory failure then? It is also commonly seen in fatal drug overdoses. Drug overdoses.
Your fucking face.
I'm so tired and I don't want to be here. Did you perform a talk screen on Dr. Asher? Yes, but his talk screen came back clean. Whatever killed him, it wasn't something we've encountered before.
Wait, a clean talk screen? Clean? Dialogue will proceed automatically during testimony, but you can still choose to advance text manually with continue. You need to read carefully and wait for the witness to make a statement that sounds wrong. Then hit the call button to call their bluff. Hover over the call button or toggle an insight to focus on the claims within the witness's statement. Insight can be disabled in settings. Testimony will loop until you call. Is this Danganronpa?
Shoot the bullet at the incorrect statement
Oh,
now.
God. Can't let this chance slip by. I need to catch her mistake the second it comes out of her mouth.
Looks like you are
It's Danganronpa!
It looks like you are getting practice before the new Danganronpa comes out.
Whiskey, David's contract, upright cup.
Holy
The
shit.
subject passed away due to respiratory failure. Essentially, he wasn't getting enough oxygen into his blood. He would have experienced lightheadedness, dizziness, then fainting. As the subject was healthy, the respiratory failure would be attributed to a drug overdose. But when a talk screen was run at the hospital, it came back clean. It was puzzling, to say the least.
All right, so the talks report is like what we need to call on, yeah.
Yeah, it's clean. This one.
Yup. After choosing to call on a statement, you need to respond with evidence. Look over the 3 cards that show up and confirm your card before the timer runs out. But fuck.
Time's up.
Oh, God damn it.
Opened your mouth without thinking, huh? There's only room for one airhead in this courtroom, and it's not you. It's me.
Of course, Your Honor. Fuck.
So it's the whiskey.
That's the whiskey.
Because he should have had alcohol in his system.
Yeah.
This song kind of fucks.
True. Whiskey. Want to bet? It's impossible.
Bitch, what you throw at me.
It's
At her
impossible for
goddamn forehead.
it's impossible for David Asher's talk screen to be clean, and we all know it. Since he was on camera drinking alcohol the night that he died.
Ah! That makes sense.
I got an achievement called "You Got That Wrong," and that scared you.
The witnesses merely misspoke, Your Honor. As it plainly states in the tox report itself, Dr. Asher did have alcohol in his blood, but not at such a concentration as to be lethal. Yeah, my bad. When I said the tox screen was clean, I just meant it didn't tell the attending physicians anything they didn't already know.
Overall, a bit more nitpicky than I like to be, but at least I was able to balance the momentum, more or less.
Shall we continue, Dr. Sato? If the tox screens were negative for pharmaceuticals and drugs, what caused Dr. Ashel's respiratory failure? During my autopsy, I analyzed his blood and was able to isolate a foreign compound. So there was a lethal dose of drug inside his body. It just happened to be a drug that the hospital had never encountered before. Oh, fuck. Their
Right.
colors are so similar.
Yeah.
That's correct.
I think we're all going to get tired pretty fast if we don't at least pick a placeholder name for this substance, Your Honor.
The people don't object, Your Honor.
In that case, I'll put all of my creative heuristics to work coming up with an original, scientific, fitting name for this substance. A name like Omega 3. That name is already taken. Fine, call it Delta or whatever.
Delta. Using science to denote an unknown variable. Not bad. Delta has other meanings when it comes to drugs, but yeah, our Delta matches no known public pharmacology or toxicology records. That being said, chemically, it doesn't have all the hallmarks of a general depressant. It does have all the hallmarks of a general depressant.
I know the feeling.
No, you don't. It stands to reason it would exhibit a similar effect on the body when ingested. You say ingested? Why? I eliminated all other possibilities during my examination of the body. He must have swallowed it, and judging from his stomach contents, it must have been a liquid. Thank you, Dr. Sato. Shall I summarize things for the court?
Yes, please. I wasn't listening that closely.
The victim died of respiratory failure, and his tox screens showed that his blood was clear of anything that could cause respiratory failure. Except for this unknown substance, the poison we've labeled Delta.
Well, that sounds like a textbook suicide. Should we wrap up here?
Not quite yet, Your Honor. This may clearly be a poisoning, but there's at least one detail about this case that doesn't feel like a suicide at all. Would it be Jung's testimony? Because the whiskey...
I assume so.
Yeah, it's negative for poison. Well, actually, it might be the whiskey, because if the whiskey didn't have poison,
Negative
then that's
for poison.
Yeah, negative poison, yeah. It'd be this.
The whiskey? What about it?
It wasn't expensive. Why wouldn't... Oh, god damn it.
No, this is
No,
incorrect.
it's Jung's testimony. Why wouldn't he drink the most expensive liquid possible if he was...
Do you really want to finish that thought?
Not at this time. Focus. Suicide's a lot harder to pull off when you've got a witness.
Ooh, you're down to -3 each time.
Yeah.
Ow.
The people shouldn't get ahead of themselves. There's nothing textbook about a supposed suicide that had a witness sitting there watching it happen.
As you say,
Well, now I'm lost. Was this poisoning a suicide or not?
if that's the case, then perhaps we should give the defense the opportunity to cross-examine. Unless they're going to insist on testifying themselves.
How kind of you to offer. Ball's in my court now. So how do I counter? Emma's argument basically goes as follows. Oh God. There's so many. This is so much sauce, but it's stressing me out because I want to do well. David ingested the Delta unknowingly, and the Delta caused his respiratory failure. He died of respiratory failure, thus David committed suicide. During blackjack, every piece of information you learn deals you a card. Choose only the questions that are logical and relevant, and only press if you think a line of questioning is worth continuing, or else you'll bust and lose credit. Select the press option to see what the follow-up question would be. You can only win blackjack when you reach exactly 21. So don't press
Christ.
further if you're already there. And don't ask the wrong questions. Oh, fuck. With my cross-examination, I'll need to put a microscope over the weakest part of the argument. And hope that some cracks will appear under the pressure. Oh god, it's -5. Are you sure it was ingested? Yes, we know. Are you sure it was ingested? Yes, we know. Are you sure Delta is to blame? I guess the weakest part of the argument is, are you sure it was ingested, right? My logic sticks with this, right? Gamers?
I want to say it's either ingested or are you sure it's Delta, but there's no reason to question.
wasn't the cup poisoned?
We don't know. Well, yeah, because they both drink out of the same glass. It could be the cup that was poisoned. But we don't know that for sure.
Or was that just a theory we had?
That was a theory that we had.
Okay.
So I'm gonna guess it was. Yeah, I'm gonna guess. I don't know actually.
Here's the thing: we aren't technically sure that Delta is to blame, but it is
Fair.
the only thing in his body
That's different.
that would have done it.
Yeah.
Yes.
We just don't know anything other than it's a depressant.
Yeah. I guess we'll do that one then. Dr. Sato, you were only able to even identify the presence of this Delta after hours of work. Can it really be shown that this never before seen chemical can cause respiratory failure?
Well, I have had time to run simulations, and they do give every indication that it would act as a depressant. Ingest enough of any depressant and respiratory failure would occur.
I guess we should press.
You're at 15.
Only simulations?
Well, yeah, only simulations. We don't have it.
You've ran simulations? So you haven't tested Delta on an actual person?
No, I haven't. That would be very difficult to do, given our extremely limited sample. Not to mention highly unethical.
Of course. But without such a test, you don't actually know for sure that Delta can cause any of the symptoms you've described.
Was there a question in that statement, counselor?
You don't actually know for sure, do you?
No, not yet anyway.
Oh, fuck. So we're at 16.
So, are you sure it was...
I'd say, are you sure it was ingested?
Yeah.
Because we know it was respiratory failure. Teddy?
Oh God, I was muted because I was clearing my throat. I forgot to read that. Hold on, let me read it out loud again. Dr. Sato, you said that the subject had to have ingested the Delta orally, but how sure can we actually be about that?
Pretty sure? I mean, I could go into detail about all the cavities that I checked, but
Was it knowingly ingested? I guess that's a good one. But how sure can we be that the subject ingested the Delta knowingly?
well, we can't be sure of that. Certainly not just from an autopsy.
You said it must have been liquid, yes? Would it have been a large amount? Yes.
Depends on the concentration of the delivery solution. Could have just been a drop.
The kind of thing that can easily go unnoticed, yes?
Calls for speculation, Your Honor.
Withdrawn.
Oh man, I wanted to jump on her case.
Seems like that's blackjack. This game has so much sauce. All right, thank you for your time, Dr. Sato. So we all appreciate it. But it does seem like we're still in the dark about many details regarding Dr. Asher's death, wouldn't you say?
Well, poisoning via the compound we're calling Delta is still the most likely explanation.
So there are other explanations for what happened.
Defense is calling for speculation, Your Honor.
It's not speculation when a medical examiner is attempting to explain the cause of death, Your Honor.
The witness will answer the question.
Well, respiratory failure can be caused by illnesses. If he had undiagnosed pneumonia or some other disease and his respiratory system was weakened,
That's
undiagnosed pneumonia with his level of healthcare, it is technically possible.
I'll take it. I have no more questions for this witness. Ugh, that felt weak, but I can't be picky when I'm stalling for time. Seeding doubt wherever I can, however I can, is just about all I can manage.
I had a fucking nap
Oh,
planned
Christ.
for today.
Yeah.
Detective Reyes, you were one of the leads investigating this crime scene.
Oh, Christ.
Y'all,
Yes, ma'am.
And did you interview the EMTs who first arrived on the scene?
I did. They responded to an emergency signal from the home security console located in the kitchen.
What did they find when they arrived on the scene?
The victim was unconscious on the floor of his parlor. He was receiving CPR from a witness, the individual who had called them. They were both airlifted to Gatesfield Memorial Hospital, and Dr. Asher was declared dead shortly after arriving there.
she's actually handling herself pretty well up there on the stand. I have expected her to roll her eyes during the swearing in. But when you take into consideration her love for boot heel authority, she might be right at home here in the courtroom, the very seat of the state's power over the people.
The witness met with the deceased about a half hour before he fell ill, from 7:30 to 8 p.m. The two of them talked for some time and shared a drink. Shortly after, Dr. Asher became distracted, lightheaded, and eventually non-responsive.
And during the same time period, drinking the same liquor, this witness exhibited no symptoms themselves.
None. Through a collaborative effort with Noble Electronics Security Division, we searched the entire building. But we found nothing unusual in any of the food or drink on the premises, including the bottle that the witness and the deceased drank from.
What was your ultimate conclusion after investigating the scene?
The whiskey bottle was clean, and the witness's drink was clean. Only person who got sick was Dr. Asher, drinking from a cup that he had prepared. So, it was our determination that that David Asher committed suicide by poisoning himself.
She's pretty tight-lipped up there, but I think she slipped up at least once. The police want to claim that they've eliminated every other possibility and covered every angle. But I know that there are a number of blind spots that they're not willing to admit to. Upright cup. David's cup. Poison. Oh, fuck.
Asher met with the witness at 7:30 p.m. last night, and by 8 p.m. he was dead. He's the one who prepared their drinks. And there was no opportunity for the witness to ever slip him anything. He drank from a cup that he himself poisoned. Seems pretty cut and dry if you ask me.
Wait.
But just to be sure, we scanned the kitchen, the lab, the basement, and there was no poison anywhere else.
She slipped up there and made a claim she can't actually support. And all I need to do is point it out, and then I'll get to watch her self-destruct, which should be fun. So it's the last statement, right? Because we have the Delta. And the drinks, and there was no drink from court, and he himself poisoned. Poisoned. Seemed pretty cut and dry if you ask me. This is we scanned the kitchen, the lab, the basement, and there was no poison anywhere else. But we... Is it... this?
Was it not the cup?
Ah. Fuck.
Because it said test inconclusive.
Ah. The upright cup?
The knocked over cup. That's what I was remembering. That's cute, counselor. You almost made a salient point.
Do I get points for that?
Boy, I hope not. Otherwise, I wouldn't get to do this. Overruled.
Here, hold on. Let's check our evidence real quick. Evidence. David autopsy. David's cup. Plastic cup. David Asher was drinking before he died. Forensic nostrils matches for his fingerprints. But toxic, proven inconclusive. Too much whiskey was drunk and or evaporated. And
they couldn't test it.
Yeah, they couldn't test it. Jung's cup. Small cup with a small amount of whiskey left in it. Found upright on the dinner. So no traces of foreign elements. Okay. Need to make objections more carefully than that. So it's David's cup. The drinks. There's no something. Drink from a cup that he himself poisoned. Wait, so it's the fact that she says that he poisoned it? That would be the thing?
No, it's because she says they tested everything else, but they couldn't test his cup. The next one.
This is the next one.
It's the last one.
Okay.
I was
right, but yeah.
You were right.
I'm losing so many points. Oh my god, I lost 7.
Yeah, next time you'll lose 8.
Oh god. David's cup. What?
What? What else is it?
What?
Huh.
Would it be
Because like what
that
they've given you and what she's saying, I can't see anything else.
would it be that she's saying that because she's saying that he for sure poisoned the cups. We don't actually have proof of that, right? Or like the opportunity thing. Wasn't there a time where what's in the evidence?
Wait, she said there was no poison. The evidence doesn't show that there was poison. Wait, I'm confused. There was no poison
There's
anywhere
no
else.
poison anywhere else.
Anywhere
But there
else?
had to have been.
Yeah, there had to.
There
have
had to have been poison somewhere else.
I claim she can't support.
But we've already done both things about poison in
Yeah.
that one slot, didn't we?
Would you like a hint? Sure, I'll take a hint. I'm confused as what they're looking for, because I thought I pointed out the flaw in the argument. She's insisting that David's cup is poisoned. Yes.
So we have to put his cup there because it isn't necessarily poisoned. We don't know whether it's poisoned.
Yeah, but what's the statement? Is it the one where she says he poisoned his cup?
Yeah,
Okay.
I assume so.
Because we can't prove that.
Yeah. He himself poisoned. David's cup. Okay. Okay. You can't make that claim. Not when the evidence record clearly shows the tests of David Ash's cup were inconclusive. I feel like that could have been used in multiple areas. But that's the one they wanted. Okay, I got 9 points back. The police can't claim he drank from a poisoned cup without first proving that his cup was, in fact, poisoned.
You're talking a lot of sense, lady. Does it resolve, or do you have a response, D.A. Rockford?
Testing on the deceased cup has been inconclusive so far, Your Honor. I don't dispute that. Though I'd be surprised if the defense has any idea how else the poison could possibly have been delivered to Dr. Asher alone.
Not at this time, but that's the funny thing about the burden of proof. It's not on the offense.
As we're all aware,
Right. We all knew that. I definitely knew that.
She playing Gunner fucking Game Boy.
Yes.
Now, if the people are done bemoaning that pesky innocent until proven guilty issue, perhaps I could begin my cross-examination.
Fire away, baby! Fire away?
Baby? Ray's testimony is meant to show that David's the only one who could have poisoned himself. She'll be on guard and hard set about helping me, but if I help her focus on eliminating other possibilities, I could get her to make my point for me even before she even realizes what happened. Nelson Bellman, ever seen poisoning himself? Could he have been poisoned off camera? I guess we could like lead her into being like saying some shit. Detective, we've been doing a lot of assuming and reasoning and quick successioning, so I'll ask this plainly for the court. Is there any photographic evidence showing David Asher adding something to his drink that night?
No. Seems he had already poured for the both of them by the time he returned to the parlor.
Oh yeah, I should probably save, huh?
I mean, maybe.
He had already poured? In that case, the next questions we need to be when and what. Oh, yeah, any poison in the kitchen. Let's save.
No. We already know that there's no poison in the kitchen.
Yeah. Hold on.
They tested everything in the kitchen.
Okay. But this gives us more questions to ask.
Yeah.
But we already know, like, I think that the when is more important than the what, because he poured the whiskey. We know that.
Should it not be could he have been poisoned off camera? Wait. Hold on. Blue means it popped up after you ask a question.
Yes.
Could he have been poisoned off camera is what I would ask.
Yeah. Detective, isn't it possible that David Asher was poisoned off camera?
Possible? I don't know how else it would have been done. But that just goes to show it had to have been suicide. The only time he was off camera, he was all by himself.
But he wasn't.
No, because he was by himself because Jung was in the kitchen and nobody knew about the android.
He went to the basement by himself to get the
It
liquor.
might certainly seem that way, yes. Well, let's do this. Detective Reyes, during the course of your investigation, did you find any samples of Delta in the kitchen or parlor?
No.
That was a fast answer.
Well, it was a pretty easy question. If we had found poison at the scene of the crime, that'd be pretty important, don't you think?
What about his lab, his bedroom, his basement?
No, and no. We didn't find Delta or any other unusual substance in any part of his penthouse.
Right. They never found any poison. No poison at all? What about a poison container? Why would I ask
What's a
that?
poison container, girl? What's a poison container, girl?
A container that had the poison in it.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess.
I don't think I need to press that.
If she's saying no, we didn't find any poison, I would assume there's no container with poison.
The only people you saw in the cameras that night were Dr. Asher and his witness, correct?
Yeah, there was no footage in the house of anyone else.
Are there any parts of the house that weren't recorded by camera?
Sure. There are a number of rooms in the home's interior that don't have cameras in them.
So it's possible that there were other people there that night because cameras weren't watching every room.
No, that's not possible. The only way up to the penthouse is through the building's elevator or the fire escape stairs, both of which are on camera. And that still wouldn't get you past his front door, which is also on camera.
No, fuck, we're gonna bust again.
No one besides the two of them were there that day.
What about before that day? I guess that's a better thing to press than oh god, this is difficult. Let's see. And if they had been there before yesterday? Ah, goddammit.
Then we would have seen them leave. Again, through the front door. Or we would have found them during the course of our investigation of the house.
Your Honor, I believe we've exhausted this particular line of questioning.
God. Not that exhausted. God damn it. So I guess we have to press in the poison container.
Did we have to hit 21?
Yeah, we have to hit 21. At any point in the
Yeah.
investigation, was poison found on the body of the deceased?
No.
He must have been searched. Did he have any capsules or vials? Eyedroppers?
Didn't even have his wallet on him. Why?
Thank you for enlightening the court about this point, Detective.
What points?
Well, I think it's strange, don't you, Detective? I mean, how could he have possibly poisoned himself without first procuring some poison? Now that makes sense. Oh, fuck, we're gonna bust again, Teddy 2086. Listen, you know what I meant.
What do you mean, procure?
Where did it come from, Detective? The poison that you're so sure was dissolved in his drink. It can't have come from thin air, you understand. It had to have been in another container at some point.
Whatever it was in before, it probably evaporated.
All of it? It only took a small droplet to kill.
Your Honor, are you gonna ask them to keep it civil?
She's so tired.
In a minute, sure.
There wasn't any pill bottle in his bathroom or syringe in his pocket containing the apparently deadly substance. So how did he get it? What did he keep it in? The police want to claim that Dr. Asher committed suicide because they've established that his guest never had an opportunity to kill him. But they failed to prove that the victim had the means to kill himself.
Then I guess I'll be the one to move things along. The Delta didn't come out of thin air, Counselor. And it didn't come from a syringe either. Dr. Asher was able to drip the poison right into his cup. Straight from the source.
Shit, that's way too specific to be a bluff.
Allow me to submit into evidence Exhibit G. A piece of machinery found in Dr. Asher's laboratory. Sold under the product name Nanofacturer.
Oh, I know this one. It's used in delicate scientific work to produce nanomachines, chemical compounds, and polymers.
That's the same machine I saw when Dawes gave me a tour of the production floor.
Very good, Your Honor. It's a valuable tool in any scientific laboratory, and Dr. Asher was well acquainted with its use. As a matter of fact, he had a number of presets coded into it.
Even the android can see where this is going.
With just a few taps, he could reproduce any number of specific substances for his research. Or any other chemical his heart desired, really.
Do you think Randoc Mechanics would allow their product to be used to produce illicit chemicals?
Using the manufacturer to make unlicensed drugs does go against their terms and conditions. So Dr. Asher's warranty is certainly null and void. But they can't hard code their machine to prevent the production of a drug that hasn't been invented yet. Dr. Asher died when his respiratory system failed because of a depressant overdose. For him, it would have been peaceful, like falling asleep. You see, he didn't need to commission a synthetic drug from some street vendor or order an exotic poison from overseas. He could produce Delta at any time in the comfort of his own home. A quick and painless death, readily available in under a minute, at the touch of a button. Specifically preset number 19.
Damn. Thought I actually had something for a moment there, but I was playing into Emma's hand the entire time.
Seems like we're done with this witness, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am. But before we move on, perhaps we should take a moment and put together a timeline of events as we know them. Not for me, of course, just in case someone else might need it.
Simple enough. We know that Dr. Asher left the parlor and went down to the basement at 7:36.
This fucking UI element up here is so good.
That's where he got the whiskey. And the cups they drank from. The cameras show him returning to the parlor to drink with the witness at 7:40 p.m. And of course, we know that he fell ill and passed away shortly thereafter. Any objections so far, Counselor?
Oh, fuck. Hold on, let's check the backlog real quick.
Those are all facts.
Those are all facts. She made a mistake with the timeline. She has the timeline correct so far. Not at this time, no. The timeline you described is accurate, as we know it.
As you say. With this latest piece of evidence, we now know that Asher could have easily dispensed the poison directly into his cup. By placing it inside the manufacturer, activating the preset, and simply waiting 2 minutes. Easily accomplished during the 4 minutes he spent off camera from 7:36 to 7:40. Wouldn't you say?
Ooh, a complete timeline of events. He had the means, he had the only opportunity. Seems like we're about ready to wrap up here, no?
God fucking damn it. This fucking spray. Where are we on the loading bars of your Sarah?
Adonai,
I had a feeling you'd say that.
Well, Counselor? Are we done here?
Emma's argument's foolproof. We have to argue against it. Feels like we're missing at least one biggie here, folks. Namely, motive.
Oh, right. I knew that. I wasn't getting excited to finish early or anything.
This is a preliminary hearing, Counselor. Our focus should be on the evidence, so...
It just feels like an awful waste of taxpayer dollars to get us all down here for debate and not get to the truth of the matter, you know?
So, I was hoping we didn't have to go through this next part.
What are you talking about?
Your Honor, if it pleases the court.
Ooh, new evidence? Gimme!
This is a recording of a phone conversation dated at 7:30 p.m. last night between the deceased and a man he was in a relationship with.
Christ.
A man named Isaac Porter.
Porter and David's breakup call? If anyone wants
Christ.
to present it here now, then the content must be relevance, Your Honor.
Yeah, that. What bearing does this recording have on the case at hand?
It establishes the emotional state the deceased was in on the day he died.
Cool! Begin playback.
Oh, who wants to be David?
Who was
Messy
it?
breakup, messy break. No
David,
one has
David's
been.
been
He's
dead.
dead.
He's been
He
dead.
hasn't said a goddamn, not even a flashback or anything?
No,
Goddamn.
he hasn't. It's the thing.
I guess me? No,
All right.
wait, hold on. How many have I done?
Yeah.
No, I guess me.
Yeah.
Bean's done 3, and you're gonna have to do Isaac.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to break up with you.
Live in court.
Are you ready to be a twink with long hair?
Well, I have one of those things right now. Hello?
Always so soft spoken.
Oh God, he's such a twink.
Isaac, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
What's wrong?
He has him under his phone as Pookie.
way.
I'm devastated.
Ain't no way, bro.
Don't know. Guess I wasn't expecting you to pick up.
Why not? Did you mean to call me?
Yeah, I did. You gonna ask me how I've been?
Yeah. How have you been?
Christ, David.
What's the matter? Whatever it is, whatever I did, I'm sorry.
Whatever you did? That's alright, man. I'm sure you are sorry. I just don't want any more apologies from you.
I'm sorry. Okay.
And I don't think I want anything from you anymore, David.
What do you mean?
I shouldn't have done this. This was unnecessary. My bad, man, for not taking hints. With you, it's always better left unsaid, right? More efficient that way, so you can keep working.
Isaac, if I've been distant with you, or...
Nah, you haven't been distant with me, or cold with me, or anything with me for a while now.
Isaac.
Just forget it, man. Forget I called. Forget it all. Yeah? Let's just forget we were ever anything but strangers. That's all we are now anyway.
Isaac, recently I've been distracted, I know.
Nah, don't worry about it. Really, we're good.
Oh. Okay. So do you need anything, or should I...
Ooh. Oof. Where did you even get this?
All of Dr. Asher's incoming and outgoing phone calls were recorded by the building's Penumbra system. And the recording continued for several seconds after each call was ended, for quality assurance.
Remind me to check the terms and conditions on my next phone bill.
Shall we hear the rest? That'll be the last time. The last time I let someone... The last time.
Father.
It might just be a call, but it makes for pretty damning evidence at this point in the discussion. Emma's got her means, opportunity, and motives all lined up. So why is she looking at me like that?
That was depressing.
Jesus.
Can we finish up without anything else that horrible?
Emma's never been apologetic in victory. So does that mean that this is just pity?
Less than 2 hours before Dr. Asher died, Isaac Porter ended their relationship over the phone. The court can make a reasonable assumption about what kind of mental state Dr. Asher was in last night.
That was a bad move, Miss Rockford.
Then, if the people have nothing further to add...
I've been feeling off my game all day. Caught between corporate inbreeders and ant-brain protesters but pitying me? Here and now? That's all it takes to get my blood properly boiling.
It's about time for...
Me to call my first witness, no?
You want to keep going? After that,
What are you doing, counselor?
Just calling the ultimate silver bullet, rock solid, slam dunk witness a girl could ask for. Ooh.
oh god.
Oh, me? Don't worry. I'm just being a toxic lesbian.
Oh, no. Oh, Yuri is not here to be hetero, Jessica.
Oh fuck.
I can be hetero, Jessica. I can talk to myself. That's fine.
Yeah, go.
Yeah.
Be the best white girl you can be.
Is here good? Does it matter where I put my hands? Miss Starling, thank you for coming here today. Of course, whatever I can do. What is your relation to the deceased? I was his executive assistant at Noble Electronics. I would arrange his meetings, coordinate communications between him and other departments, that sort of thing.
Ultimate silver bullet. Really?
Starling's the only play I have right now. The only stalling tool I have left. For now, I should just focus on getting as much information from her as possible. Whether or not it's useful, it'll at least buy me some time. While Jess was being sworn in, Sarah mentioned that the hard drive's about 60% decrypted. Considering the rate Sarah's gone at so far, there's maybe another hour left. I might be able to stall that long. If I talk real slow. I'd like to ask you a few questions about Dr. Asher. Please answer them to the best of your ability. Right. Dr. Asher was a well-known public figure, but was he well-regarded professionally? Of course. Dr. Asher's work set the bar for the entire automatic dependent world. Stay focused, Spearmint. That's such a cute name.
You're so.
You say he coordinated his communications. Were there ever threats? Did people ever express an intent to harm him?
Objection. Calls for speculation.
Intent?
I'm feeling like that's gonna be a. Sustained!
Did anyone ever threaten him? There were times when he was the focus of negative attention. How so? Dr. Asher was a favorite subject of many conspiracy theorists. With all his contributions to the field, it was easy for them to make claims about his influence. They'd say his work was plagiarized or that he was hiding illegal subcommands in the technology he helped develop. And people would contact him about these conspiracy theories.
Relevance.
Whether or not people wanted to kill him?
Withdrawn.
Miss Starling. People would attempt to contact him, yes, but their messages were always too vague for the police to take action on. They would say that he belonged in jail, or that he couldn't void the truth, or that someone should do something to shut him up. Did they ever talk about hurting him? Yes, but I always turn those messages straight over to the police.
Yeah, I'm seeing that on the record. Yeesh, who writes this stuff?
All those cases have long since been resolved, Your Honor. And none of the parties involved have had contact with David Asher in years. The police take harassment very seriously. Something you want to add, counselor?
Just clearing my throat. May I continue? You worked with Dr. Asher for many years. Did you have a relationship outside of work? Did you ever talk about anything besides professional concerns? Sure, we've gone out to dinner or met on the weekends. I think he'd like to pick my brain since he needed relationship advice a lot. Even if he didn't realize that was what he was asking for. I'd like to think that he knew he could talk to me, but Did he ever talk to you or, to your knowledge, anyone else about hurting himself? God, no, never. Do you know any of the history he might have had with mental illness, depression, anxiety? No. So when you heard the people argue that Dr. Asher had done this to himself, I was shocked. I couldn't believe it. You're saying that you can't believe.
Objection.
On what grounds?
Asked and answered, stalling, and also the people have documented have documents that would be of interest to the court in this matter.
Juicy! And what matter specifically are you referring to?
The deceased's mental health history.
Oh, God. Emma wouldn't be speaking up if she didn't have something real. So what the hell is this about?
We have private correspondences that describe...
If they're private, then they should not have been obtained by the people without his permission.
He can't give permission if he's already dead, and we're well within our rights to obtain evidence as it pertains to his crime.
Convincing!
Damn, I didn't honestly expect her to stop her from admitting her evidence into record, but I was hoping at least slow her. Where are you on that footage?
77%. Approximately.
I need to buy whatever time I can, however I can, even if that means running out the clock as a punching bag.
I have here messages between Dr. Asher and a psychiatrist he was meeting with and speaking to for the past year, along with paperwork detailing how his treatment was covered under his Platinum Plan.
Let's check that. A caduceus platinum insurance policy in David Asher's name used to schedule and pay for psychiatric appointments on several occasions last year. That's just information that we already know. Platinum?
I don't intend to air all of Dr. Asher's secrets here in the court.
Oh, okay, I guess.
But I am prepared to read excerpts from messages and transcripts from phone calls, which, when put together, paint a clear picture of the kind of stress David Asher was experiencing and the dark thoughts he was struggling with.
Transcripts of his phone calls?
I'll admit them into evidence, assuming there are no objections. Now, how well does Streamer remember past evidence?
Let's see. David's contract. Details of compensation, grounds for dismissal, definitely grounds for breach of contract. Not a lot to read. Wait. David Asher's health insurance. Because it shouldn't be platinum, it should be something else. The Executive 4 plan.
Only offers 3.
Yeah, because he didn't have a platinum plan. He had an executive something else plan. Yeah, raise.
Okay.
I'll gladly object. On the grounds of foundation. Where'd you say you got this?
It was retrieved from his digital records. There's no reason to doubt its authenticity.
Even if I yeah. Even if I were to point out that David had an executive level 4 plan, not a platinum plan.
What?
Really? Really?
Yes, really, it's all there in the record.
This is... This is easily explained. David had an executive plan that Noble managed for him. He was also seeing the psychiatrist, both in person and over the phone. Your own witness has attested that he dealt with stalkers and was worried for his privacy. So it's easy enough to reason that he had a separate insurance policy he paid for on his own. Even if only to keep one thing out of Noble's grasp.
Sure, easy enough to make that assumption, but that doesn't make it correct. David used a separate insurance to hide his psychiatrist from Noble's spying? No, he was smarter than that. Let's
What
see.
cards do you got?
Junk's testimony, evaluation, Sarah's financial value, recorded calls monitored by Noble, died from respiratory. Yeah, it would be the recorded calls, right?
Calls, because they're recorded from inside the building anyways.
Bet it all!
Oh god!
Oh god. Hey, you want to save your game?
Where are you gonna put it?
We put it over the platinum. We always put it over the last piece.
Okay.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
save game. Psychiatrist. Bet it all! David may very well have wanted a private psychiatrist, someone who didn't work for Noble, who'd have best interests at heart. But if so, he wouldn't have contacted them over the phone. Not when he knew his phone call. Psychiatrist? Whatever. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He knew all his phone calls were being recorded.
That's...
David Asher was well versed in having every aspect of his life overanalyzed by data-hungry parasites. Do you really think he would try to hide mental health problems from them with a second insurance policy?
Apparently. Yes, since I'm standing here with evidence that shows exactly that.
Does it though?
Pardon me?
Yeah, like, what exactly are you suggesting, counselor?
Still not done decrypting?
Well, it's difficult to.
Right. What the hell? Might as well swing for the fences at this point. I'm not trying to muddle the issue or confuse the court, Your Honor. And I would never make outlandish, unsubstantiated claims just for the sake of causing drama.
What are you...
I'm merely concerned that the DA Rockford has been unwitting pawn in an act of corporate espionage. Not the eyes of
Her big ass eye! Oh?
Did you guys see that?
Oh?
What?
If the markets were to open Monday with people believing that David Asher, the man who programmed the brain of every Noble android, was battling mental health issues for the last several months?
Objection? Mischaracterization? Foundation? All of the rest? Hello? There are no corporate spies in this courtroom, counselor, and there's no boogeyman hiding under the bench.
It's so weird because like it was like an actual lawyer and we're playing Eric's attorney, and I think that's so funny.
Yeah. Oh, thank God.
David Asher was a once-in-a-generation intellect and an extremely valuable human asset to his employers. And his employers' many enemies would do whatever it takes to destroy his credibility now that he can't defend himself.
He was also your personal... You shouldn't even be here arguing this case in the first place, counselor. Now you're trying to call the police evidence gathering into question? All because you can't admit that for the past several months your friend has been seeing a psychiatrist every Monday and you didn't know?
That is... sorry, but like... Did you still need me up here?
I forgot she was there. The witness will refrain from interrupting when girls are fighting.
True. Yes, ma'am. With how my luck's been so far, Sarah's progress bar is probably moving backwards right about now. And Emma's patience is wearing thin. This could be my last shot to create any kind of reasonable doubt. I'd be happy to wrap up my questioning if the court will allow.
seems cool with me.
And my evidence, Your Honor, will be entered into the record.
I'd like to hear a bit more testimony before deciding.
That's fine, Your Honor. As you were, Counselor.
At this stage of the game, with the score where it's at, I can probably only ask one more question. Better make it count so that Starling can tell us what can Starling tell us that no one else could? If she hadn't called me this morning, I wouldn't be standing here. And she only did that because... Miss Starling, we're all gathered here to try to figure out what happened to Dr. Asher last night. So please, tell us, when exactly did he last contact you? See you? Fuck. I guess contact you, right?
Well, we do know that. Is it in evidence? She mentioned it before. Because the last time he contacted her was to ask him to give you Sarah.
Yeah. Isaac's call, Jung's story.
Do we know when that was?
It was at the beginning of the chapter. This one's a bit muddy if you want some help. Yeah, I'll take some help. Because if
You're
it was
blind minus 16.
Yeah, I'm blind minus 16. How much points do I have? Hold on.
Contact you.
It's contact you. Yeah, I thought it was contact you because he needed to contact her in order to we only got 36 points.
So you can do 2 guesses.
When was the last time you had contact with Dr. Asher, Miss Starling? Well, that's pretty easy to find out. Let me just... Yeah, it was last night at 6:57 p.m. We texted back and forth.
There are records, some texts, but they're flagged as work-related. Does this court really think they're relevant, Your Honor?
Relevant? Texting makes a big difference. It could very well be the single most important piece of evidence this whole trial. Because because remember, he was gone for 4 minutes.
That's her line. Her line is what?
Oh, sorry. My fault.
I just got chills.
I think I need her.
Don't know why, though.
Must be a coolant leak. The defense doesn't know what they're talking about.
On the contrary, these texts are a vital piece of evidence that changed the timeline of events as we know them. We know what happened to David last night, generally speaking, but the order of events is critical, especially if Emma wants to make claims about David's state of mind.
You just got them as evidence, so you can check them.
Yeah. Oh wait, true. You can pick a card to back up in place if another slot if you change your mind, or you can return to undo the last card placed down. Fill your slots and submit your answer. So Isaac's call first, and then Starling's text after, Jung's testimony, and then David feigns. I should have put more money down. Fuck, it's fine. Thanks to Miss Starling, we've now got a much clearer picture of the night's events. We know that Isaac Porter and David Asher broke up at 6:30.
And I was rooting for them so hard.
And we know that David messaged his assistant, Miss Starling, at 6:57 p.m. David is on camera with the witness from 7:30 to 8 o'clock p.m. And he was declared dead not long after.
The people don't object to that timeline of events. But we do question Councilor Morgan's reason for belaboring it.
One last question, Miss Starling. Yeah? What was the nature of your conversation with Dr. Asher? Well, actually, we talked about you. And how he wanted you to have his android. That android there. Putting his affairs in order, I guess. It might appear that way. Can you specify what his instructions were exactly? How did he want this done? Well, he wanted me to bring you to his penthouse and help you get set up as the android's new owner. Yes, Miss Starling, but when did he want this to happen? Well, he said it was pretty urgent, so I should do it first thing Tuesday morning.
Tuesday?
First thing Tuesday morning. David Asher didn't like doing anything on Mondays. And was he going to be in attendance? Well, actually, yes. He said he would work from home to help us. No way he intended for us to have that much trouble getting to... Oh. To summarize then, half an hour after he had already had his breakup and half an hour before his guest had arrived, he was planning an appointment that would require his presence with you for next Tuesday. That's right, he was. Not something you would think to do if you were planning on dying that very night. Yeah, you're right.
That's...
Your Honor, David Asher was preparing for the week ahead a mere hour before he passed away. Do you think the people's assumptions about his mental state ought to be re-examined? Quiz?
I said it.
Oh, it didn't come through.
Oh.
Your logic is sound. Do the people have a rebuttal?
If the court would allow a moment.
Sounds like an opening to me. If we assume that Dr. Asher was not suicidal and therefore did not kill himself, we must ask ourselves who else had the means, motive, and opportunity to take his life. Until now, we've taken for granted this idea that the Delta must have come from his nanofacturer from inside the house.
Adonai.
Not right now. But even if that's true, which it may not be, that doesn't seem that he was the one who used the nanofacturer.
Adonai.
Would you allow me one moment to confer, Your Honor?
What the fuck?
Sure. Why not throw away your momentum?
I'm in the middle of something, Sarah. I can't afford to let Rockford...
I've gained access to the hard drive's files.
What? Seriously?
As I said, progress with this type of encryption is exponential. It can be difficult to estimate.
Right, okay. Do you have footage from last night?
I have the file.
Have you watched it?
I thought you'd want to know right away.
Fuck. Shit.
Are you
Suppose it
ready?
doesn't matter.
Oh no.
To present damning evidence.
Oh god,
Oh,
either this is our
no.
silver bullet and we've got a case, or it doesn't and everything falls apart.
You're presenting evidence without knowing what it is! That seems quite risky.
It's the least risky path to victory we have. Seeing how it's the only path to victory we have. Screw it. Upload it to the court computer.
Yes, Adonai.
Thank you for your patience, Your Honor.
Your Honor.
I'm awake! And I'm getting a pretty hefty chunk of video data for breakfast.
You're submitting security footage to evidence. New security footage.
The police corroborated the witness's testimony using the house's cameras. Security cameras installed by Noble as part of the penumbra system that showed the parlor, the kitchen, but not the basement. During the course of my investigation, I uncovered a hidden security circuit buried in the deceased's own home system.
You... What?
The people say that the Delta must have been in Dr. Asher's cup because there's no other way for him to have ingested it. But we never saw him or anyone else put anything in his cup on camera.
Because he must have poisoned his own drink off camera.
Exactly.
What?
That's the only possible explanation, that he added the Delta to his drink off camera. He placed his cup inside the manufacturer, activated it, waited 2 minutes, and then walked upstairs to his death. But I'm about to present to the court footage retrieved from his basement. Footage that will show that by the time he retrieved the cups in the basement, it was already past 7:38, meaning he didn't have the opportunity to poison himself.
One clip of footage will prove all that?
If it doesn't, I'm completely screwed. But it's not like I can lose a preliminary hearing extra hard. Anything other than a royal flush here means I'm bust. So, better to be the Joker who dances.
Fuck, I started snacking.
Your
I don't.
In
popcorn.
character.
My popcorn! The data has been entered into the court record.
Sarah, show us when Dr. Asher entered the basement.
Yes, Adonai. I'll search for it now. Here.
On screen. That's the bar. And the timestamp is 7:36. There. David is grabbing the bottle of Rose River and leaving.
Oh, at 7:37. Just under the wire, as it were.
Is that it then? I came this far just to... Wait. Did he have the cups with him?
Is there sound?
None at all.
Keep going. If he had to go back to get the cups...
Counselor.
Oh, no!
What's that android doing on camera? I knew it!
Fuck, I'm about to become Maya Fey again!
I knew it!
Listen, I had an assumption. I was like, so the only person that could have done it is Sarah. But
Because he was the only other one in. That's why I kept pushing towards the basement. We have to get there somehow.
fuck.
Everything comes back to Maya Fey.
It's at the bar. The android gave him the cups.
Shit. Shit.
That machine never stepped on camera upstairs. Not once. We didn't know its whereabouts the day of his death. It could have poisoned the cup whenever it wanted.
Shit. Shit.
What is this? I don't understand.
Your Honor, have the courtroom cleared.
Understood. Please, someone. I don't know what's going on.
Sarah, you need to shut down.
Please tell me what I'm looking at. I don't remember any of that.
Do we have callers available?
Sarah, shut down now.
Adonai, please, tell me what
That's an order.
Pats her head rapidly. Is it off?
Yeah, it's off. I've seen this before. I won't do anything until I reactivate it.
We don't know that. We don't know anything about this thing anymore.
That's...
Your Honor, in light of this most recent evidence, the people would like to withdraw their charges against Dr. Asher and end this preliminary hearing. It has been made abundantly clear that David Asher did not commit suicide.
Fuck, shit, god damn it, fuck.
Very well. The charges are withdrawn and the defendant is free to go. Well, as free as he can be in the afterlife. This case is dismissed. Congratulations, Counselor Morgan.
Yay! Chalk up another victory for Morgan Esquire. Now all I have to do is deal with this shitstorm of the decade.
So what do you think's worse? Dr. Asher commits suicide, or Dr. Asher was killed by one of the robots he invented?
Yeah, that's worse.
Well,
Well,
well.
I managed to prove that David didn't kill himself. And in the process, I proved that his android did. Hold on, let's save.
Hey now, what's to say he hasn't killed himself, but he used Sarah to do it?
Jesus. I proved that the android that's been walking around with me all day is capable of murder. A killer robot, a true unbound AI with military-grade specs and at least one death to its name already. So much for avoiding the public eye.
Thank you for coming here on such short notice, Judge Barrows.
Oh.
Oh
Who
god.
wants to be old lady?
Well-being?
I assume this is
God.
our new judge.
Yeah, this is our
so-
new judge, so
Judge for real, TM.
yeah.
Ha! As if I'm doing you some kind of favor. I didn't realize I had any choice in the matter. This isn't some bad joke, is it, Miss Rockford?
I'm afraid not, Your Honor.
You know, I like the adjutants. I always have. They deal with the criminal's trials so that bookish, quiet, contemplative people like me can spend all day typing up arguments for obscure legal treatises. That's what I like to do.
Let's check her profile. November 26th. Height, weight, blood type A+. Occupation, superior judge of the higher circuit. Likes air conditioning, espresso, reclining chairs. Dislikes parking lot, noise pollution, mud. Avoids overspending on restaurants. Splurges on expensive hotels. Relaxes by watching action movies.
Girly, I'm gonna say I think the restaurants are worth it more than the hotels. I don't like coming down here and dealing with all of this heavy-handedness.
Won't someone toiling away under the police state think of the poor bureaucrats?
And I certainly don't like making rulings on anything as spicy as AI.
She can barely bring herself to say it.
And you, Counselor Morgan, you're the one it's registered to.
Well, that's correct, Your Honor.
So what's it do exactly? Torture an animal, shut down a hospital, crash a coin market.
We have it on camera poisoning a man. Killing its creator.
You mean Dr. Asher? That is... We can't hope to keep this quiet for very long. All we can do is try to wrap it up quickly. Let's make haste. Adjutant, do you have the case number? Case ID is 2412777A. Docket number YT9843188282. Oh, thank you. Can you repeat that? YT9843188282. I think I lost you after the first 8.
I copied here.
And what are the security procedures for an incident of this nature? A data quarantine is to be established around any networks the subject was exposed to for more than 66 seconds. All offending hardware is to be destroyed immediately through incineration at a minimum temperature of 3,422 Celsius for 30 minutes.
Sorry, Spearmint. There's nothing to be done. No debate to be had. This isn't even a decision. Sorry, Sarah. Not Spearmint. David gave you that name. I should at least make the effort to use it.
That sounds very hot. Do we have furnaces that get that hot? Of course! There are a number of industrial furnaces within the city limits that I could recommend.
Sorry? Why should I be sorry anyway? I fulfilled the request, favor repaid. I don't owe Sarah anything, especially not if it killed my friend.
Right, Morgan.
Sorry?
I was just saying how grateful I am that we have the procedures for this kind of thing all laid out already.
Yep, keeps things nice and simple.
It can feel somewhat severe going through these steps so quickly, but...
But nothing, Your Honor. Artificial intelligence is perhaps the greatest threat to human civilization and the sanctity of life there's ever been. Kind of a true. Any piece of software, kind of true, in our situation, any piece of software, big or small, no matter the vessel, if it can violate the tenets it was programmed with, it has the potential to cripple our nation in a matter of moments.
Yes, couldn't have said it better myself.
Right from the textbook, almost.
Well, I mean it. Monsters like that don't belong in this world. They should never have been born in the first place. Destroying them is a kindness. And if anyone's to blame, it's...
No one's blaming you, Counselor. You couldn't have known you were in possession of an AI.
I'm talking too much. Probably just tired. It's been a long day and I've had a lot of thoughts. Sorry, Sarah. Whatever you are. You were just born wrong. Not your fault necessarily. If it were up to me, you get points for trying. Trying to be something more. Trying to be something at all. Or anything other than what you are. It was stupid, of course, and futile, and pointless, spending hours in front of a TV or lying in bed staring at your phone.
God damn it.
Yep. Watching stupid movies and trying to paper mache an ill-fitted mask of humanity out of the scraps you could tear out of magazines. Practicing expressions and memorizing lines and... Oh, that pose that she does is straight from the movie. Oh, God. You have so much wrong with you. You've got so much wrong with you.
You have so many problems.
Yeah. And trying to get something to take root and grow despite knowing it had nothing to feed on. Stupid. Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Ready to get yourself into trouble?
Oh, God.
You're calling your own bluff.
Morgan?
What was that, Counselor?
I said objection.
And what are you objecting to?
What are you doing, Morgan?
I'm a defense attorney. This is what I do.
I understand that you've been through a lot these past few hours, Counselor. But there's nothing to defend.
On the contrary, Your Honor, I have to defend myself.
Pardon?
You say that this android Sarah is an AI because it broke its tenets.
Obviously.
And you believe it broke its tenets because of this newly discovered footage that appears to show it committing murder via poison.
All true. No laws broken on your part.
Here it comes. Never thought I'd be incriminating myself in the courtroom just to make a point. Don't you dare try to entrap me like this. It's this, isn't it?
It's
Yeah.
your android now.
We need points. It's pretty simple, actually. If the state is making the claim that Sarah is an AI, they're accusing me of committing a felony. Because I'm the legal owner of that android.
What the hell are you doing?
And if the state wants to charge me with owning an AI, I will not take that lying down. I know my rights.
Counselor, your argument is...
Self-defeating. Listen to yourself, Counselor. You claim that Sarah's just an android, a product that will be obsolete within a year. But you've only known it for a few hours. You've only owned it for a matter of minutes. And yet here you are, risking a felony charge to save it from being demolished.
Because you're wrong.
And I know you wouldn't care. Not unless this android was something special.
Yup. Hold on. Yup, we got that fucking fucked up estimate. Look at us. Me arguing that I'm guilty and him arguing that I'm a softie. It'd be funny if it wasn't so fun. You think there's no reason I'd want to save this android from destruction, other than feelings of personal attachment? Where is it? Evaluation, yup.
Worth a lot of zeros, baby!
I can think of at least one reason why I don't want you to turn Sarah into slag. One very convincing reason. Or a very convincing number.
What are you... What is that?
That number is Sarah's estimated financial value on the collector's market.
You've gotta be...
I got it from an
Jesus
insurance
fucking
evaluation, right? I got it from an insurance evaluation algorithm. They're designed to lowball you.
That does seem like a reasonable incentive for you to want to keep your android intact.
It's a free country, Your Honor. I have a right to defend myself. And we have a free market, so I have a responsibility to defend my financial interests.
Your Honor, a trial like this would be...
I'm not going to let you turn this courtroom into a circus, Morgan. You can't spend the next decade bringing in expert after expert to testify on the philosophical distinctions between AIs and ads. Spiraling into appeal after appeal, all while the media... This machine appears to have willfully killed a man. The public needs answers, now.
Of course, Your Honor. I have neither the desire nor the resources to get into a drawn-out battle with the state over what constitutes an illegal machine intellect.
So?
The state says my android, my property, killed a man in violation of its tenets, so they want to take my property and destroy it. I'll prove that my machine didn't harm anyone, so the state will have no reason to suspect it's an AI, and I'll get to keep my property. Unlawful seizure thwarted.
Don't be cute. I feel a stomach ulcer coming on. Fine. You'll have your day in court, but it'll be one day. Tomorrow. Prove that this machine didn't kill Dr. Asher. No, prove that it couldn't have killed him. Anything less than absolute proof and I'll have the damn thing obliterated. And you'll also be looking at a very real sentencing for the public unrest you'll have enabled.
Yes, Your Honor.
D.A. Rockford, what I'm asking of you is just as heavy. Find the truth by the end of tomorrow. We can't settle for anything else. Win or lose, there can be no doubts about the outcome of this case.
Yes, Your Honor.
And now I need to go lie down.
Oh my god, it's Bean.
True. Can I come? You can power down.
Oh God, I have a stomach ulcer coming on.
Morgan,
Hmm.
what the fuck was that? I misjudged you.
At what point?
Whenever I wrote you off as a small-time defense attorney just trying to tread water.
That is so sweet of you to say, Emma.
There's layers to you. You've got backbone. Teeth, even.
You're gonna make me blush.
People talk about your kind like you're boxing against the state, fighting the man. Most defense attorneys wouldn't know a cyberpunk if they walked up to them on the street and shot him. Meanwhile, you've just signed up to do 15 rounds challenging the state's authority. Why?
Not sure exactly.
For David.
Yeah, probably. Probably just me being sentimental. But if I had to pick a more lofty reason, well, I think it's all the moralizing. People can be evil. They can choose to do evil things for evil reasons. And if you want to execute them for that, you'll hear no complaint from me. But animals can't be evil. Information can't be evil. Ideas can't be evil. Guess I'm not convinced AI can be evil either. Whatever else I get up to, I don't want to stand with the book burners of the world.
You're more high-minded than I realized. You sure you're in the right line of work?
Can't see myself doing anything else.
Good luck, Morgan. There are book burners on all sides these days.
It's hard to big game just now, but I'm in an even deeper hole with what I was trying than when I was trying to prove David's innocence. Doubt won't be enough this time. I need to find the actual culprit, no matter what. Should we end it there?
Congratulations! It's a good stopping point.
It's a good stopping point, yeah. Or maybe there's another investigation.
What else can we find out?
I don't know. I didn't there? Okay. Fuck.
Giving a fuck.
Fuck.
Jesus Christ.
As I said,
Yay!
heard the movie thing and immediately was all like, fuck me.
Wait, why am I in this? Wait. Also, I want to point out that we
I
have more
love-
points than what we started with.
That's called gambling, baby.
Y'all, we're up. All right.
I love when the assistant character gets accused of murder. Nods my
Dude.
head.
Like, I was like wondering, I was like, when I saw Sarah in like the basement, I'm like, you're the only one that could have possibly had anything to do with this.
No, listen, Sarah was in the basement. They're like, oh yeah, the basement doesn't have any cameras. I'm like, oh.
I'm like, oh.
So you're the
Awesome.
suspect.
Awesome.
Awesome, cool.
Awesome.
You're either
Yeah,
the
she was in
suspect or
the
you're the
basement this
actual
whole
murderer.
time. No one could unlock her. No one knew she was there. Blah, 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 blah. It's like, awesome.
I'm grabbing my head. There's a whole nother episode to this, by the way.
Yeah.
There's a whole other episode.
And then there's gonna be more later,
Yeah.
right?
I think they're aiming for 5 episodes. We haven't even touched on the fact that
Awesome!
Morgan is like, you know, a serial killer either.
Cool.
That's gonna have to come back up because they keep bringing up heartbreak.
Yeah.
See, the funniest thing to me is that we find that out in the prologue episode essentially, and then it's like, all right, so
Are we gonna talk about
so
that?
every time we defend someone from murder accusations, or right now with the suicide, we're just not going to discuss the fact that she's also just a murderer.
Right. Oh, Morgan, what's your deal? I
She's
want
more
to
than a
know.
serial killer.
Yeah, there's more.
Well, we have an idea.
Yeah, we have an idea because it's something to do with whatever incident happened in the small town that she lived in.
Because you mentioned, like, yeah, no, one person can never kill more than a corporation.
Yeah.
I think she's testing it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 80 was
Or
such
at
a
least
cool
that's how
judge
she's
character.
moralizing it.
Yeah.
She's so cunty.
80 was really good. I liked her a lot. What a good judge character. I hope we get more judges like that. Morgan has so many issues. I think that's why I like her a bunch, is that she's not a good person. she's a good person
so
in her,
Not even slightly.
not even slightly a good person, right? Like we
She's
know
committed multiple murders.
right? But like she cares in her own twisted way. Like all it took was for Sarah to be like, she is capable of having friends. She's not Light Yagami.
Yeah.
I think it's so funny. It's so funny that she cares because she will 100% be like, oh yeah, I killed that guy. But the instant you imply that she cares about fucking Sarah, she's like, no, don't like that.
It's like she like, I think I like Morgan a lot because she's the world's worst in gaffer. She's like, I just killed those people. I just killed those 6 women for no reason.
For no reason.
And Emma's like, oh yeah, they all look like me. I could have been killed. And she's like, oh yeah, I didn't think about it.
Oh, I never put that together.
She is not.
Must have been nothing.
She's trying so hard to be nonchalant and is the most chalant person I've ever seen.
The most chalant ever. She's so fucking chalant. She's so fucking chalant.
She's so full of chalant.
She's so full of chalant. Holy fuck. All right. So I will say this. We're going to be completing chapter 1 of this. Episode 1, of course. Maybe next. I don't know how much is left. We might have another 2 streams of this. I don't know. There was a shorter episode this time because I'm like, I don't want to get too into it, and then it's like a 4-hour stream. But there is another visual novel.
Yeah, a good place to stop.
Yeah, this is a good place to stop. Because we can probably do, depending on how long the investigation is, we can probably do the investigation in the courtroom. Probably gonna want
damn, I should have
1 long stream or 2 short streams. We'll probably do this because I've got to go to work and Bean's only available at a certain time.
I should have looked at the other detective things that were on sale.
I think it's still.
Steam.
I think there is one that I do want to do. It's a furry visual novel that's out. That's more comedic, but it does tie into our little detective visual novel series.
I know they have Avian Attorney.
Oh, Avian Attorney. I was gonna do Whodunit. I'll send you that one, Chris.
Oh, Whodunit's a good one as well.
Yeah.
You've already done Obra Dinn. I know that was one that was.
Yes, we did do Obra Dinn.
And there was like 1 or 2 other really good ones on there that I don't remember off the top of my head.
But yeah, we got a bunch of different things. Being when Danganronpa comes out, I hope you're ready for like 2 weeks of streaming.
Oh my god, yeah.
We're like,
reluctantly, I have to know what happens. Against my will, I have to know what happens.
Like,
you're this far in, you gotta finish.
We gotta.
Yeah,
it's one of those things. It's like, oh fuck. And also, I like the Danganronpa 2 class. I think I like the Danganronpa 2 cast the most out of all of the casts.
I think
of
everyone.
Danganronpa.
I think universe universally 2 is like the one people tend to like the most, and that's probably why they're doing this.
Oh fuck. I would like, because people were talking about like how 2 was like the most changed one from like, because I think 2 is the one that we know the most about, like in development. So a lot of people think
Yeah.
that like 2, the alternate route in 2 is supposed to be like the stuff from the beta, where, spoiler alert for Danganronpa 2, Chiaki was supposed to be the mastermind.
Yeah.
And the antagonist wasn't supposed to be Komaeda, it was supposed to be Akane. And Akane was supposed to have more of a character than look at my boobs. I'd be interested in that. I like the Akane.
I have to know what on earth they could possibly change with the story.
Kill Komaeda!
Oh, they are.
But like enough to make a whole second game based on the game.
Oh, they already ended the sale.
Oh, they did? It's okay. We can. I think I like playing visual novels with you guys. Not to sound like not to sound like I give a shit, but like, you know.
Wow, gay.
I don't give a fuck. Says the give a fucker.
I don't want to sound like I give a fuck, but I like playing visual novels with you guys. I think it's a fun thing to do. Kill Hagakure, I think. I think one thing I do want to do is that when we do a visual novel series, I do want to get like Fugi's. This one was not planned.
Yeah.
So like I want to get like everybody who's doing voice acting like their own thing. For episode 1, probably not, but for episode 2, I'll get on top of it. I'll get on top of it. And then Ace Attorney should make a comeback. But I think I want to take a break in between these long visual novels and play some short ones that we could get done in like 1 or 2 streams. Because I think doing visual novels is fun. But yeah, I do want to do Whodunit though, and Whodunit should be interesting.
I should pull up Duck Detective.
Duck Tech? I've never heard of it.
Duck Detective.
Oh God. When DMMD playthrough, I will play Dramatical Murder as a secret stream on the Discord.
No, you won't. No, you won't. We both know you won't.
Bruh, what fucking
We
route
ain't touching
are
that
you
shit
gonna
with a
go
10-foot pole.
There is no route that is like a good choice.
What, you don't want to have sex with your robot dog? That's also your brother somehow?
That's also you and your subconscious in like a weird way.
That's also voiced by Meta Knight in the JP anime?
I can't get over the clips that just show him in his like fucking little puppy form, and then
Alba.
Alba.
Alba. Why did they release that game in 2025, bro? Why did they re-release that game and be like, yep, you know what, you want to play on your Switch on the go on the airplane, bro? Dramatical Murder.
I have to imagine someone on the plane playing Dramatical Murder. Someone looks over, sees the fucking dog, and is like, what the hell?
What is that shit, bro?
Bro, they get the bad ending with the twins.
Ugh.
Cool. Yeah.
Oh my God. Anyway. Thank you guys for coming to my visual novel streams. I mean it sincerely. I know these aren't the most popular things to do, and it's not like helping to grow the channel, but it's fun. It's really fun to do. I like voice acting. Is that so wrong? I need to actually like try to do like voice acting work. I think I really am motivated to do it. So I'm gonna try to like you're popular with me, Teddy. Oh, heart emoji. Thank you. Listen, it's fun. Anyway, I will be back on Wednesday. I'm gonna try to get some work done tomorrow and post a bunch of TikToks that I've been working on and probably upload them onto YouTube as well. Anyway, Be on the lookout for that. I'll probably post an announcement in my exclamation mark Discord. But otherwise, thank you guys for coming. I will see you guys next week if you're only here for Of the Devil. But we will be doing variety on Wednesday and Thursday, and then Friday is going to be Torment Nexus, where we're building from fucking scratch again. Anyway, thank you guys for coming. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Go ice cream, go ice cream, go ice cream. Yay, yay, yay.